Hello everyone, my name is Sahas and I am a brand strategist and I help professionals and companies to humanize their brand. Before we dive right into the video, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates. So today in this video, I'm going to talk about 5 myths that you have about Instagram and I'm going to break those. And if you stick around till the end of this video, I've got a special bonus for you guys, so stay tuned. Okay, now let's dive right into the myths that we are talking about. The first one is shadow banning. A lot of times you must have heard people talking about that some of their accounts have been shadow banned or somebody is unable to access or get that kind of an engagement and impression onto their accounts. It's because they have been shadow banned by Instagram. By the way, this terminology is completely hoax. It does not exist. In one of the conferences by Instagram, they have told about this, that this does not exist. In one of the conferences in 2019, Instagram told that there is no such thing as shadow banning that they do from their end. So whoever is talking about is definitely not providing a quality content and they think that Instagram is not letting them to have engagement or organic impressions. So basically it's not really shadow banning the accounts or the profiles which you really have to be concerned about. What you really need to be concerned about, the banned hashtags which Instagram really says no to. So this is something that you need to be concerned about. So few of the hashtags that Instagram has banned, I've got a list here and you can download from the description below. I've got a special cheat sheet for you, so you can check it out what all hashtags that you should not be using during when you are writing or you are making a content for Instagram. The second myth that I'm going to talk about is that you have to post at least once in a day. As much as I say that it is really good if you could post once in a day, in fact you can post thrice or like more than 3 times in a day. If you can, then do it. If you can't, that's not a problem, because Instagram will never give quantity over quality. If you are posting something which is of no relevance, has no value, and the quality is not that great, might as well just post at the time when you are comfortable posting. So what I mean by that is that consistency is something that you have to build into your system, not the amount of posts that you need to post in a day or a week is something that you really be concerned about. So if you choose to post 3 times in a week, do that consistently. If you've chosen Monday, Friday and Sunday, these are the days that you want to post on Instagram, sure, go ahead and do that. Obviously, when you think about it, that if you post regularly, it obviously gives a little more engagement because you are posting on a regular and consistent basis. So that will only make sense if you're consistently posting on regular basis. But if you cannot do that, might as well just get into a habit of posting on the days that you are comfortable posting. And mind you, you should not ever compensate on the quality of the content, because that is something which is really having a relevance out there. Now think about it, if you are posting something which is not really engaging and you're just posting for the heck of it, then do you think people will engage with that kind of a content? No, right? So same thing goes with quantity thing. So that is the thing about the quantity. Something that you're posting of value on Instagram and it is engaging enough for people to follow or like and share with other people, then I'm sure it will be given impressions by Instagram because it is shareable content, or it is save-worthy content, or it is likable content. So that's how it is going to see whether your content is good or not. All depends on the quality of the content. So quantity could be compensated, but quality is something that you really have to be concerned about. Now, when I talk about quality, it does not mean that it has to be a very high class, high resolution picture. Of course, it has to be of a good quality, but you don't have to go all high end and DSLR and put on filters or anything of that sort. Make sure whatever you're trying to say through the picture, it should be apt, it should be relevant, it should be understandable. The picture needs to be good enough for it to be standing out, contextual. So don't just fall into the category of making all the photogenic, very high resolution pictures. That's okay if you can do it. If you can't, just make sure the picture quality is good, it's relevant, whatever you're posting. So whatever you're posting has to be of a good quality, but also has to have a relevance and context to what exactly the post is all about. That will make a lot of difference. Okay, the third myth that I'm going to talk about is that hashtags are going to be completely irrelevant in 2021. Well, to be honest, nobody knows about it, and I wouldn't ask you to just stop right away using hashtags. Most of the myths have been brought up into the picture just because the keyword search was the latest addition as a feature which was added in the last quarter of 2020 into Instagram application. So what does keyword search means? That now if you have to search something, you just can do it with hashtags hashtag search, but now you can actually write the keywords as in the basic keywords, that the way that you type it in Google while you're searching something, the same way that you can do it on Instagram. By the way, this is one of the biggest updates that Instagram got in the last year, and they definitely has something coming up around this, but we are not really sure about that right now. But what I would recommend you is that keep using hashtags the way that you have already been doing that, but now you have to make your post, the content that you're uploading, you have to give a little more relevance to it. Now relevance means you have to give a little more context on the captions. So make sure you're writing long captions and you're not just depicting or explaining a picture or giving some kind of a detail about a picture just in 1 or 2 words, and or else just putting hashtags, because keyword search is one of the prominent factors which is going to be responsible for your profile coming up, maybe in the Explorer page, or if somebody's searching for your content in your category. So yeah, make sure that you are using keywords in your captions as well. The fourth myth that I'm going to talk about is that Instagram will penalize if you use the same hashtags over and over again. Well, this is a myth. This does not exist. They're not going to penalize you if you're using the same hashtags time and over again. It is just sort of a good practice if you categorize your content depending on what kind of content are you posting. Now let's say if you're posting a picture of a dog. So now when you're posting a picture of a dog, so the hashtag that you might be using are categorized around somebody who is interested in looking into dogs, or somebody who's interested in loving or liking pictures of dogs. So using those hashtags. Now if you are just copying and pasting the hashtags which you have used for something else which was not at all anywhere near to a dog picture, then do you think it will make any sense? So make sure you categorize your hashtags depending on the context of a picture and then use it, because it will make more relevance. And if you are using the same hashtags time and over again, the algorithm is smart enough to see that you are not really putting a lot of effort and you're just copying and pasting and duplicating stuff. So it is smart enough to not get you that kind of a reach which otherwise you could have if you are able to put the content according to which hashtag or category they belong to. Now before I talk about the fifth myth, if you've got some value from the 4 points that I've discussed, please do smash that like button. Okay, now let's dive into the fifth myth. A lot of people talk about is that you have to have 10,000 followers in order to get monetized. First of all, having more followers is just kind of a vanity matrix which will not get you anywhere. Now if you're falling into the vanity metrics of having no more number of followers, then I must tell you that this is really something that you should not be really concerned about, because having more followers has to do nothing with getting you more money or getting you more sales. What you need to be really concerned about, the amount of followers that you already have existing on your Instagram. Are you really engaging with them? Are you providing them value? Is your content share worthy? Is your content likable enough? Are they saving your post? Are you asking them to save your post if you're giving them any value? So before looking into actually buying the followers or just thinking about that, you are going to increase the moment you're going to have 10,000 followers, business is going to flourish just like anything. That's not going to happen. Basically, you can actually start earning even if you have 500 followers, even if you have 200 followers. What is really important is how you are actually engaging with the number of followers that you already have. And that is only possible if you know that you're giving a valuable content out there. So guys, I hope you got some value of the 5 myths that I was talking about, and also now is the time for the bonus. You remember that I talked a little about the banned hashtags? Well, I've got something easy for you now. So I've made a cheat sheet which you can download, which can help you identify which all are the banned hashtags that you shouldn't be using in 2021. The link is in the description below. Guys, if you're liking my content and if you think that it could be of some value to someone that you can share with, please share it with your friends and do subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for the next video in the series. Till then, take care.